Drill music is like it's like action movie. Nigga, I watched a John Wick movie. Nigga, I have no desire to watch that shit again. I don't even remember half the shit that was in that movie. I don't even remember. I don't even remember the plot of the movie. I don't even know if there was a plot in the movie. And he was just going around killing shit. That's what these drill rappers is. They just a John Wick movie. Oh wait, welcome back to the nine. Today we reacting to gang members trying to be
You
rappers.
got gang members trying to be rappers because the biggest rappers are pretending to be gang members, which makes the gang
Uh-huh.
members think that being a gang member is a ticket to being accepted as a rapper.
Is that Lil Papa? No, I don't
You
think
follow
so.
me? You may have seen my sensational hit piece video called Rappers Pretending to be Gang Members, but let's talk about where the pretending comes from. Because these rappers living in mansions while hanging on Michael Rubin's boat, when they pretend to be something they're not, that's what makes these 16-year-old gang members think, hey, we're the same. And it may not seem like that now, but that's because rap has been going on for so long. And for so long, just being a feared individual seemed like the blueprint to being a rapper. Let's get into gang members pretending to be rappers. Now, in every major city, like always, we have guys in high school out here thugging, and then thinking that that's the blueprint to blow up. And sometimes it is, just being honest here. But a lot of the time, it's just a crash out mission. But let's start with guys that are too old for this. So y'all know I'm from Chicago, right? Shocker. Now, we have a guy named Driller, which if you're not in tune with the Chicago drill scene, you
Now I'm just looking at him. First of all, your name is Drilla. You're not going anywhere with that. That's mad ununique. Like, whatever. This nigga look about 28, 30, right?
have no
30
idea
at
who
least.
he is because he's almost 30 and still haven't blew up. Why?
Yeah.
He has a song with over 10 million views. Well, it's because that's not what's gonna get you rich, man. It might get you mentioned in a subreddit, but he started a trend that never really stopped. And this trend only led to like 2 out of every 10,000 people doing it to actually get paid. Now, he wasn't the first to diss the dead. People were doing it heavy since 2012, but he sure got the most views from it. And in 2018, which was when drill was revived after dying out due to the SoundCloud era, while Famous Dex was at the top as the most famous artist to come out of the city in his generation since Keith and Dirk, doing his lively party music, Von had just got out of jail, Duck just signed a major deal,
Oh, so he was the one that kind of brought drill back after the 2012 wave died out. That's kind of
and
crazy.
Driller dropped
And he didn't get no love for it. That's
51
wild.
dead ops. Now, just like that, drill was back. Now, look, man, I get it, bro. I'm from the South Side. I used to be just as much into the bullshit as anybody else. But when you diss 50 dead people and damn near 10 years later, you still not a millionaire, you just gotta switch it up, bro. Because when you diss the dead, they always come back and get you. The most famous guys out of the city to do it recently and blow up are, of course, the Bloodhounds. But as much as everybody loved Lil Jeff, the real menace, the feds say he would be in jail right now if he was still alive, while his cousin and his homie are almost certainly having a case built against them right now. And bro, in Chicago, you would die before you
I've seen their faces. I do not know their names
ever
though.
get
So
signed, and in New York, you'll be in the feds right after you get signed. Look at Shy K. The man was a
that's
neighborhood
facts.
hero. Now they got him down on some serious
Yeah,
charges.
Shy K, K Flock. Then they got that nigga on camera. Um, I think D Thing's in jail too. I think D Thing from New York. That's K Flock's cousin or some shit. I think he's in jail too. Yeah, them niggas.
He should have left New
Yeah.
York 2 years ago. D Thing got out and nobody cares about him. While in
Oh, he got out of jail. Okay.
2021, he was top 3 in New York. K Flock.
Yeah,
People really be commenting on my New York videos asking who he is. Like, damn, bro. This man
that's
was on
crazy.
top in
He was on
2021. And
top
the feds
in
dropping new
2021.
indictments out there every 6 months. In
Yeah,
LA,
niggas do
much like
not care about
Chicago,
that shit.
y'all music is the
Shit
most
dead,
popular where
dying.
you from. Which don't get me wrong, if I'm an LA rapper and California is the only place to listen to my music, you can still get a possible 30 million views a year and you can eat off that. And LAPD is horrible at their job, so we know you're not going to jail, but damn.
On 60th Street, cuz. What the fuck is the city of Los Santos?
We need to look back in time, bro. Cause how all the YNs
That's
rapping to get rich and ain't none of y'all getting rich. Look at the wave that came before 2018, where everybody was just flexing. Look at YB. He got some disrespectful ass songs, but he got just as many songs where he's speaking from the heart. That's why he can
yeah.
sign a multi-million.
It's because these niggas ain't really got no artistry. They just like doing the same shit. And if it's literally just violence, that shit is not going anywhere. At least if you're just making party music, I mean, niggas aren't gonna stop listening to that because it's party music. But like with drill music, it's really novelty. It's like drill music is like it's an action movie. It's like an action movie. You're not gonna watch. Well, it depends how good the action movie is, I guess. But most like regular popcorn action films, You're not watching that shit multiple times. You're watching that shit one time, and that's it, my nigga. Nigga. a lot of the John Wick movies, nigga. I watched a John Wick movie, nigga. I have no desire to watch that shit again. I don't even remember half the shit that was in that movie. I don't even remember. I don't even remember the plot of the movie. I don't even know if there was a plot in the movie. And he was just going around killing shit. That's what these drill rappers is. They just a John Wick movie. So, nigga, if you just making John Wick movies, I mean, it's gonna it's gonna do well, but you're not John Wick, so it's only gonna go so far.
Deal. And then look at O Block, bro. Every YouTuber with a camera go into y'all hood and exploit y'all for views, but only one of y'all has been grabbed by a label since King Von, and that's Ike Munna, cause he different. You can tell he wasn't one of the people sliding and gliding and stepping on people. He just from the hood and he know how to articulate himself, and he genuinely just wanted to make it out. You got to keep some of these guys away from you. I'm not gonna lie, cause if the feds ever raid O Block again, you don't want to go down for your homies unless you was out there spending too. Then you just gotta take your weight. And then we got 051 Kiddo. This is a man that been in prison for the last decade. He gets out and takes a piss on King Von's grave. Oh my lord. I know some of y'all say I'm biased against the BDs, which makes no sense, bro. Von whole hood is BDK now. But this is too far. The man is dead, bro. I don't play with God like this.
Wait, what do you mean?
The whole hood is BDK now. But this is too far. The man is dead.
How does that even work? Nigga, I don't even know how that shit
I don't play with God like this. And disrespecting the dead, that's all you doing. We as black people didn't even used to play with the dead, bro. Like, what would grandma say? My grandma from 71st, and if I ever disrespected the dead, she would probably up on me and then send me to church. And how y'all forget the blueprint given to y'all by the GOAT, the man who risked his life to protect Barack Obama? Keith dissed the whole hood, then got rich and proceeded to rap about Ferraris and counting money.
My shorty got a go-kart in the Korea, folks. Check them out. Folks, this a real go-kart in the Korea, folks.
And look at Lucky, bro. Another legend from Chicago. He never even hopped on the drill wave, despite the fact that he's always been tied in with them. And he came up with the whole sad boy music. And hey, you ain't got to be sad to understand that's just how he felt. We gotta stop this, and this is why I encourage all the little guys with 50 Dracos in one music video to be YouTubers. Look at this man Bubba in New York, bro. He do more views than any rapper just by having rappers in his vlogs. And not to mention, bro, it's a YouTuber and streamer that's from London that's eating more than some rappers in New York just because he be going to their hood. Shout out to Zion, though. He be reacting to my videos. But look, man, we are not yet past the point where people are getting killed days and even weeks after they drop a diss song. That has never stopped. Look at Lil Durk, bro. I know I joke about him and all that, but I'm not gonna act like
that nigga Durk still in jail. Yo, that nigga Lil Durk, actually, I was gonna say something. I can't say that because that nigga, I don't want to get caught up by any of that shit.
At least not that I heard of in Chicago. This man was a real member with real connections. Now he got a small chance at beating his case, but the point is he shouldn't even have that.
Nigga's silly though.
You got too much damn money. You another guy that's influencing all of the kids to think this is their only way to get money. Now I'm not advocating for somebody to be a rapper and be a fake gang member, just like I'm not saying it's better for you to be a rapper and a real gang member. I'm saying you got to do something else. You got to do something in the middle, bro. And it's 2025. We're not gonna act like it's still 2012 when King Von was tweeting right after he killed somebody and the FBI just wasn't using the internet. They using the internet, bro. They got whole task force whose job it is to watch social media. So you only gang banging and rapping so that you can rap about what you do in the streets. But when you rap about what you do in the streets, I don't know who told y'all lyrics can't be used against y'all, but they can. And most of the time, it's just supporting evidence on what they actually have on you anyway. You are better off just flexing, bro. Look at Keith. Why did Chief Keef, the guy who created drill, as soon as he got rich, did his music become more about flexing than it did about his ops? Most of his music was about his mansion and his cars. And today, he the richest person walking to come out of O Block, except Michelle Obama. Because Von is dead. And if Von wasn't dead, he would be in jail. Because the FBI...
Wait, is he richer than Lil Durk? I'm not gonna count niggas' pockets. I'm not gonna go pockets versus pockets with two niggas I don't know. I'm just saying I don't know if he's richer than Durk though. I mean, Durk is in jail though, so shit, it don't even matter.
And if he wasn't gonna be in jail for that, hey look, that case he caught in Atlanta with Lil Durk, bro. We know Von one line about his raps. So he would either be in jail in the federal building in Chicago or he would be in prison in Atlanta. When the main thing the guys in the street don't realize is that the internet is way more fascinated with y'all's stories, which means that you don't have to tell your story through a song, bro. I ain't gonna lie, y'all gotta stop being too gangster to vlog. Tay Capone, bro. This a man that nobody in Chicago doubted was a shooter, no matter what they tried to put on his name. But today, he a father, and he just telling his story, bro. He not dissing nobody, he ain't crashing out. No, he's sitting in his house, recording himself telling his stories, which is what a lot of y'all need to do because you will honestly make more money doing it. The world is interested in y'all's stories, and I'm gonna give you a
That's
hint.
facts.
YouTube will pay you more if your video is longer. So you dropping a 3-minute
Damn,
video
where are they
where you had to
parked
get
at?
video man $3,000 is not as constructive
building
as you
is this?
talking to the camera for 30 minutes. And again, bro, them people watch social media. It's FBI agents who getting $50 an hour somewhere probably just to watch YouTube, just to watch y'all Instagram. And some of y'all even still on Facebook, bro. I don't get it. I know the YNs don't listen, but I'm not just saying this for fun. All right, but that's all I got for today, man. I'll see
Word. Yeah, that's what Trap University had to say. Like, subscribe, you know how YouTube works. That's the video. Okay.